One of the really cool things about custom post types is that you can define what kind of functionalities they support. That way, you can customize your custom post type to only ask for the kind of info you want, and you can shape it to fit with the content you want to display. You can get pretty advanced with this stuff, but in this course, I'll spare you the madness and show you the standard functions and how to call them. All of this is done in an array placed in the supports variable. So if we look at the recipes custom post type, and we scroll down a bit, you'll see we have this variable called supports, and in the array, it says title, editor, and comments. If we go to the site itself and create a new recipe, you'll see we have a title, the editor, which is this area where you put the regular content, and comments. And comments is basically just the ability to turn comments and trackbacks on and off. What if we want to add some additional functionality to it? Well, there's a whole bunch of functionality we can add if we want to. So if you go to your code snippets, you see I've added the supports variable with a long array of content. You can simply copy the whole thing and paste it in place of what is already there. I'll take away the comma for now, and then we'll read it. The supports array says title, which is the title, the editor, and the author. We already have that. But in addition, it now says thumbnail, which is the post thumbnail or featured thumbnail that we have in each post. It also says excerpt, which is the excerpt you can write if you want to. And of course, we have comments, and then also custom fields. So you can add new custom fields. If we save this and go back to our editor and just reload the page, you'll see that in addition to the title, editor, and comments, we now also have featured image here on the side, where you can add a new featured image. We have excerpt, where you can add an excerpt. We have custom fields, discussion, and also author, where you can define who wrote this. If you have multiple authors, you can assign a different author to your content. You can also add another variable at the end here. So if you say comma, and then go down a line, you can add another variable called #archive, and then give it an archive name. So I'll copy that and paste it in. And I'll just space it so it's equal. Now this #archive variable is something we'll come back to later, but for now, I'll just say the archive name is recipes and leave it at that. The reason why you have this #archive value is because later on, we'll create an index page just for the recipes post type. And that recipe page has to have a name. So this name, this #archive name, actually defines the name of the index page. But like I said, we'll get back to that later. Now that we've added the supports array and the #archive to the recipes post type, we want to add it to all the other ones too. So I'll simply go here and copy these 2 lines of text, copy it, scroll down until I find the same call inside the photos custom post type, paste the old one in, and then change #archive to photos. And I'll scroll down and do the same for videos. So here's the support, paste it in, and change to videos. When I now save it and go back to my editor, you'll see when we create a new photo, we now have featured image, excerpt, custom field, discussion, and author, and the same for add new video. Title, editor, excerpt, custom field, discussion, author, thumbnail. If you want to make sure you have exactly the same thing I have, again, you can go into the code snippets and copy out the full code for posttypes.php and just paste it in place of what you currently have, and you'll end up with the exact same thing I have right now. By adding different functionalities to different post types, you can customize your post types to fit with the content you want to display. It's another simple way of making your site easier to administer, and it gives you complete control over your content.